Can you talk a little bit about your program? And a lot of people were asking in my other live, how do we stop? Men were asking in the comments, how do we stop watching porn? I know it's probably a huge thing and they should take your course and check it out, but do you have any tips or pointers you can give right now?
Yeah. Well, to answer that question, how do you stop watching porn? That's the easy part.
Just stop.
Stop watching porn. The challenging part comes in rebooting and rewiring your brain. And this is where we talk a lot about, the actual impact and how it's changing our neurochemistry inside of our brain. So if you want to stop, do what I did. I tore a computer apart, literally. Like if you go listen to, the first episode of the Superhuman Life, a big part of my story is I had a secret laptop. Like it stayed in a closet, and this was my porn laptop. And when I was sharing that February 15th, I literally ripped it apart. So if you want to stop, like it's not as hard as people make it out to be. Stop.
Yeah.
It's going to require some discipline. It's going to require some willpower. But doesn't anything in life that you're going to accomplish require those traits? So I think if what's happened though is this world is so
desensitized, or
desensitized. It's weak. Men are weak. We'd rather seek out the instant gratification than do the hard things.
Yeah.
And this I see. I can tie this to porn. I've done posts and videos on that as well. But stop. You got to stop. Now the rewiring process, I mean, I don't know how far you want to really go in this. Where most guys are struggling, it's you're using porn to escape reality. So why are you escaping reality? Because the life that you're creating for yourself is not one that you actually enjoy living. So you got to look at what you're trying to accomplish. I talk a lot about developing an aim for your life. You have a vision. When you have a vision for what you're trying to accomplish, I use the terminology, you have a vision of becoming the man you were created to be. When that is the case, when every day when you wake up with the intent to bring me closer to that man that I'm trying to become, then the rewiring process can begin, to unfold. Yeah. Because you got to start seeking joy and finding joy in other areas of your life. You understand the reward system and dopamine. These guys that are hooked on this pornography, these guys that are addicted to pornography, Brandon uses drugs to escape reality. Well, Brandon needs to develop a vision for his life in order to get off those drugs, and then wake up every day with the intent to live closer or bring yourself closer to that vision. But dopamine, the way that dopamine works is dopamine is not released like when you hit the goal. For these guys, it's actually released every new porn video. So this is why, I'll talk to a lot of guys and they're like, I spent 8 hours, but I watched 10-second clips. 8 hours of 10-second clips because it's the new video, the new stimulus that is where the dopamine comes. So how can you replicate that in your own life to reset that dopamine? Start making micro goals, little small accomplishments on a daily basis. I start with literally the first thing. The minute you wake up, your feet hit the floor, the first thing you do is you make your bed. And then when you make your bed, you actually acknowledge yourself for doing something that you said that you were going to do. Boom, you get a hit of dopamine. Then you move on to your next task and you move on to your next task. So a lot of the work that we do is really just helping these guys build structure, build habits, build routines in their life. They're going to drive them closer to the man that they're trying to become.
And you got into the cold showers.
Identifying triggers and all that other stuff, but it's really simple. You want to stop, and then build a life that's worth living.
That you're passionate about.